Thank you all so much for joining us today. My name is Amy Batson, and I'm the president of Women Lift Health. It is such an honor to be here with you for this very important conversation on the importance of investing in leadership, alongside my co-hosts, Teach for All and the Global Health Corps, and our sponsors, the Lehman Foundation and Rockefeller Foundation. We're all here today as part of the People First community, a collective of organizations and individuals across sectors who recognize the need to invest in diverse and representative leadership as the critical path towards more sustainable development and transformative change. I want to begin by acknowledging a truth that everyone in this room is aware of. Despite the incredible innovations that the development community has made in technology, medicine, science, and infrastructure, and despite the billions of dollars we've invested in these programs, our progress on the SDGs is nowhere near where it should be. Millions, in fact, hundreds of millions of people around the world still lack access to fundamental services, including quality education, healthcare, clean water, basic nutrition. Why is this the case? Why, despite all our technical advances and our funding, are we falling short? The answer lies in part in where we're not investing. All too often, the development community, including governments, philanthropies, and technical agencies, we assume that the right leadership will be in place to deliver our solutions effectively. But the truth is that leadership skills are different from technical skills. Who leads and how they lead matters. The challenges we're facing with pandemics and climate change, to name but two, are increasingly complex, interconnected, and fast-moving. In the face of these evolving challenges, leadership must also evolve and is more important than ever. The world needs transformative leaders at every level, in every sector. Leaders who work collaboratively and with empathy and integrity. Leaders that can bridge sectors, transcend silos, manage through uncertainty, and inspire people. And when we talk about leadership, we don't mean just those in the current senior positions. Leadership is needed from community members and frontline workers to managers all the way to heads of institutions. In fact, throughout the entire ecosystem. So that's why we're here today. We're committed to reimagining and transforming leadership. We're dedicated to developing leaders from diverse genders, backgrounds, countries, and sectors. Leaders who are inclusive, authentic, collaborative, and impactful. These are the individuals who possess the lived experience, the local knowledge and networks, and the deep-rooted commitment necessary to create change. The People First community calls this collective leadership. At Women Lift Health, we have a similar concept, which we call transformative leadership. It's the recognition that true leadership is not about self-advancement. It's about working together, learning from one another, and using one's power to lift others and drive meaningful change. As members of the People First community, we all believe in the human potential to change the world. But this potential is only realized with intentional investment in people. At Women Lift Health, for example, our role is not to dictate health priorities or solutions for communities and countries around the world. We invest in the leadership of mid to senior women with the expertise, experience, and connections, with the goal of expanding their power and their influence to drive change and improve health outcomes in their communities, countries, and globally. Global Health Corps also brings this ethos to their work, but focusing on emerging health leaders in the US and Africa, with an emphasis on those whose voice and perspectives are underrepresented, particularly women, people of color, and non-clinicians. GHC nurtures career professionals to develop their leadership and build their experience and networks to transform health systems as they rise. Similarly, Teach for All a global network of 63 locally rooted and globally informed partner organizations, develops the collective leadership to ensure all children can fulfill their potential. So far, the network has created a global movement of over 113,000 leaders dedicated to ending education inequity across the globe. The need for leadership cuts across every sector. It is fundamental to progress, not only for our global goals on health and education, but for every SDG and every target as we strive to build a better world. When we invest in leadership, it is so much more than an investment in a single individual. It's an investment in the institution they serve, the discipline and the sector in which they work, and the community, country, and planet they call home. So, as we move in today's discussion, I encourage each of you to challenge your assumptions about leadership. What does it mean to be a good leader? Who needs to be at the decision-making tables? And how might investing in leadership change the trajectory of development? So to help you as you reflect on these big questions, you now have an opportunity to hear from 3 remarkable leaders from different sectors, countries, and at different stages of their careers. They'll share their personal stories of growth and impact, having participated in leadership development programs through Teach for Uganda, Women Lift Health, and the Global Health Corps. And let me tell you, they are extraordinary.